Hello there, Scapers. My name is Xenavilius, and welcome to another installment of the latest patch notes review. So these were quite popular before I quit the game or took a 2-year break, and it was the last video I did. They're quite quick for me to make, but it also seems like it's useful for you guys, useful for me as well, just to keep up to date with the most important patches that have been out. Some weeks are obviously more eventful than others. Today was no exception, so I'm going to start off with that. As some of you may know, a lot of people weren't able to log in for about 2 hours, up to 2 hours, during today's game update, because we saw a return of the Jagex Account Guardian. Yes, we all thought it was dead, that it had been 4 years since Jagex killed it off, but no. Just like Loki, it keeps coming back, but hopefully it's actually gone for good this time. But moving on to the actual update, the biggest one this week is the Fairy Ring update. The interface has been improved massively. It's much quicker to operate, much smoother, and overall just a really good quality of life update for people who use these. I certainly use them a lot still. Not as much as I used to, but still a lot, especially thanks to these portable fairy rings they released with the invention. Anyway, so if you have a look, basically you're able to sort them according to code, favorites, or location now, and you can favorite a lot more than you were able to. So for example, my favorite one is DKQ. If I just click on it, I can just get there immediately. And there we go, that's the Glacial boost for my next adventures. Not that I'm going to be doing any more of those, as you guys may know, but still. Now, if you untick this box, what it will allow you to do is just confirm before you teleport whether it's a favorite or not. You're also able to click on things and the letters are upright, so that makes it easier to navigate. It'll also tell you exactly what location it teleports you to, if any. Tells you how many locations you've discovered, how many to go. And yeah, just a bunch of simple but really useful updates. I'm definitely going to untick this because I don't want to misclick accidentally and use up my portable fairy ring charges, because they're quite valuable, aren't they? Anyway, I think the first thing I'm going to do is add some more favorites onto this, because I had to remove a bunch before to get new ones added. Next, they've introduced a bunch of achievement diary related updates to teleportation items. The first of these is the Big Book of Piracy. So this is something I don't think I've ever actually used, but for some reason I've still got it in my bank, so why not show it to you guys? So let's use it to teleport to Mos Lamlus, because that's the only place I recognize out of any of those. The guy still spawns behind you, but anyway, your book has 5 charges left. Now, the maximum number of charges for this has been increased to 10 if you completed the Pieces of Hate quest, 20 if you completed the hard Mauritania achievements, and 60 if you completed the elite ones. This place has not been updated for yonks, has it? Bloody hell. Everything's so archaic. I'm just going to buy a bottle of Brain Dead rum, because when you drink it, I'll show you what it does. In fact, I'll see it for the first time myself as well. Alright, here we are. Time to drink some Brain Death rum. Hopefully I won't die from this. And yep, there we go. It's charged my book all the way to max. That's actually pretty handy. You can either use it on the book, or you can just drink it to recharge it to max. If you actually look at the chat message, tells you that you try very hard not to die. That's true. That's what we're all doing, I guess. If you want to be philosophical about it, that's what life is. Trying very hard not to die. But also it tells you how many charges you've got and why you've got those. For me, I've got the elite test done, so that's why I've got 60 charges. For the next teleportation item, we're going to be talking about the Enchanted Lyre. Now, previously, one of the big issues with it was that it could only have 6 charges, and that's one of the reasons I actually destroyed it. So I just went ahead and made one myself. Firstly, I need to actually enchant it. So you can use your Framinic Sea Boots, if you've got them, to talk to the Fossa Grimmin, or you can talk to her here, or not. Never mind. I probably need to give an offering. Okay, let's try that again. So give offering, and there we go, my lyre has been enchanted. Check teleport location and charge. It has 60 charges remaining. So essentially what happened there was that each of my raw shocks gave me 30 charge. They'll give you 20 by default, and then an extra 20 per fish if you complete the easy Framinic achievements. So actually I got 40 from each, but since you can only have 60 altogether, that's why I had 60 there. Pretty cheap to recharge, not gonna lie, but 60 is a lot. Definitely gonna mean that you don't need to make multiple. You're also able to actually use your Fremennik sea boots if you have them to contact the Fossa Grimmen for her to be able to do this for you. So for example, if I try to use it, there we go, she says that she can't actually charge it, so let me just change the teleport location, which again is something that you can do now, which you couldn't do before. You had to talk to Olaf the Bard. So let's say Miscellanea, why not? Let's go to Miscellanea, guys. So if I play it, hopefully it'll take me there. There we go. Now we can operate our Fremennik sea boots and contact the Fossa Grimmen. Do you want to make an offering? Yes, I've got how many charges? 59. Nice one. So let's try that again. Contact the Fossa Grimmen. Yes, I do want to make an offering. Remember that you'll gain a greater enchantment if you bring them to my altar. Well, actually, this is plenty for me. I don't mind sacrificing 2 sharks for full charge. So there we go. And that should... Yes. That has given me 60 charges again. So, yeah, perfect. Great addition to the game. The next update is, you guessed it, another teleportation update. This is to do with the Morytania Legs 4. So if you hover your mouse over that actual item, it will tell you how many charges there are remaining. I've done the elite task, so I've got 20 charges remaining, which is the maximum cap. When I use it to teleport, it'll also tell you as a message. So that's quite nice. Not that I've ever used this, to be honest, but it's good to know that I've got 19 of these teleports available. Next up, you guessed it, we have another teleportation item. This time it's the Varrock armor. I've got to admit, I don't actually use this at all anymore, but we're going to try and teleport to Bork now. This used to be one of the best ways to get charms. I think it was every day, if I'm not mistaken. This place used to scare the hell out of me when I was running through the wilderness to actually get here to do my Slayer kills or hunt for charms or do my clues. Oh god, I'm actually going to die here, aren't I? Damn, how do I get into Bork? I think that's it. Yes. Okay. So from now on, hopefully, it will... Oh god, this guy's actually going to kill me. Am I going to be able to defeat him with my wilderness sword? Probably not. Maybe, if given time, but I don't want to risk it. So I can actually teleport again without having to ask. I'm actually going to die. Oh no. Oh no, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oh. Thank goodness. Oh no, I'm actually going to die here. Let's go to Miscellanea, my favourite place. What a noob. This guy, man. This guy. Anyway, so after the first time, it won't actually give you a warning or a request. So if I say yes, teleport, and do not ask me again. Yes, for sure. Do not ask me again. Definitely. There we go. Now I can die peacefully. The last teleport item I wanted to talk about was the Scepter of the Gods. Now, unfortunately, being the noob that I am, I didn't do enough Pyramid Plunder, so I don't actually have it. I've only got a Pharaoh's Scepter. But for reference, we'll just assume this is it. Obviously, this isn't it, but the Scepter of the Gods previously only had 6 max charges. Now, in line with every other teleportation task system item, this has a maximum charge of 60 if you've completed the hard desert achievements, and a minimum of 10 if you haven't completed anything. And it can also be recharged at any point rather than having to wait for 0 charges. So in line with these changes, each of the items that you can use to recharge it has been increased in terms of the number of charge it gives per item. So the one I've got here is the jeweled golden type, which will give you 6 charges. If you have the jeweled diamond type, that will give you 10. Gold types will give you 1, and stone items you'll need 2 for 1 charge. So that's actually pretty good. I think that's a good idea. You won't have to wait for it to go to 0. Now, I can't recharge it, but if you did have it, you will be able to recharge it like that. And I actually have to wait for it to go to 0, which is really annoying. I wish they changed this one as well. Not sure why they wouldn't change this one. Okay, don't add 10 times the number of charges, but at least, you know, make it rechargeable without having to go down to 0. Anyway, just a bit of a rant there. It is one item that I do want to get. Seems very useful. This is pretty useful as well, but that one's just one of those nice to have items. So next up, while I'm training archaeology, I'm going to be showing you the update they've done to the quest system, basically decoupling the quest system with the achievement or path system. Now, this is something I never really used, to be honest. I only ever used the achievement system to basically track my comp and trim requirements. Back then it was much less advanced than it is now, and I use the quest log to look at my quests or just, look at guides on the RuneScape wiki. But what they've done right now is they've basically decoupled it. So if you look on the achievements by pressing F1, go to the summary. Oh, Seren Spirit, will I get a HSR? Nope. Okay. If you look over here, essentially what used to happen is that when you navigated through the paths for the different areas, you would have certain paths that were related to quests. They basically removed all of those, temporarily anyway, until they can move over to the new achievement system. So Mods 2 said that this wasn't particularly used before. Probably right, to be honest. I didn't use it. I barely even knew that this existed. I'm sure a lot of newer players would have found this useful though, for sure, because it is an easy way to basically simplify the game. And I gotta say, I am finding it quite useful now as a returning player. But anyway, it's not there, but it's also not in the achievements, in the quest achievements. So if you go to lore and quests, yeah, you can't really see the details of it in here. Complete this intermediate quest, novice quest, experience quest, and so on. It just got that listing, that relic, I guess. Having said that though, you can still access all of this via the quest interface as usual, so nothing's changed there. And to be honest, I always use this anyway, so I'm not that bothered. As you can see, I've got a bunch of quests to do. Yep, comping is going to take a while. So now we have the destroy ability. So the destroy ability, after using a damage over time ability, such as by doing mutated barge, will no longer be delayed in its first hit. So I've only recently got mutated barge, so I'm going to use it now. Just to show this to you guys. So let's see. There we go. Yes. Okay. Okay, I'm going to use destroy now. Okay, the first hit basically appeared before my character actually finished the animation, which is good. I guess that allows you to basically be extremely efficient in terms of ticks. I haven't reached that point where I'm super efficient with my ability rotations yet, where I need to use every little tick of my destroy to make sure I make the most out of it from my berserk. But I'm getting there, guys. I'm getting there, and I'm sure this is a massive boost to the people who are doing it that way, but also in general, because you're paying a lot of money for greater barge or mutated barge, whatever you want to call it, and you want to make sure you get the most for your money. Now, apparently, they've changed Solak so that he no longer randomly chooses a new target during the encounter. I sadly haven't had a chance to try this out yet, but Phase 2 was the one where this was problematic because it would just randomly aggro on one of the DPS pal, even if the base hadn't gone up to spam click the core. And although it was annoying, it wasn't deadly, so I hope this has stopped. Overall though, to be fair, I didn't notice it too much at Solak. It was a fairly bug-free fight, and I've actually been enjoying my time there. I go with my clanmates once a week for a few kills, just some casual kills, nothing too serious. And I haven't tried basing yet, so maybe I would have appreciated this issue a bit more if I had been basing, but either way, hopefully it doesn't occur again. The next one, however, is actually a bit more important. So player movement will no longer be delayed when trying to move during a channeled combat ability. Now, there are a bunch of channeled combat abilities in the game, and I've certainly noticed in the case of rapid fire and assault, whenever I use these channeled abilities, it would always delay my movement, always. And I had to click early and I had to spam click in order to make sure I moved away if there was a mechanic where I needed to move. In this case, this mechanic is Purple Bomb. So I really noticed it when I was meleeing Virago as a base tank in P5 during the Purple Bomb P5 rotation in Scopulus week. And it turns out that yes, Virago is a very broken boss, generally speaking. It's not the most polished boss in the game. It's been gathering dust and neglected, the poor old chap. But despite that, I noticed that my clicks were not consistently moving my character away during Purple Bomb, and sometimes we would bomb each other by accident. Thankfully, it wouldn't KO us or anything like that, unlike Solak. But it was pretty annoying to have to click multiple times, so I haven't had a chance to check this out yet, whether it's actually true at Virago or elsewhere, but I hope it is, because it can be the difference between life and death, really, in situations like Virago or Solak or even Telos. Oh, and AOD as well. I've died there several times when rapid firing and trying to move away from a shadow bomb or an icicle or something like that, and nope, it would take me an extra 2 ticks for my character to move, and sometimes I'd just die because of the delay. Just want to finish on a few fun things. So it looks like Ellen in the Max Guild finally has the Max Cape. So she's got it before me. That's a bit embarrassing, guys. Still need 99 archaeology. I'm currently 74, so 25 levels to go. 3/4 of the way there. Am I right? No, that's definitely not RuneScape logic. Anyway, so she's finally got it, and I just noticed that if you talk to her about... Oh, what's she doing? Jesus. Yeah, if you talk to her about Tomoko Max, it turns out she hates him. So let's see whether Max finally realised that he's got 99 archaeology. Well, hey, good to see Max again. He's got his Max Cape. Can I talk to him? Can't stop right now. Alright, I'll follow you then. Follow you. Good to see he's been by my Torva. Probably bought one of the items that I sold in my loot from 7 Years of Next video. And it looks like he's got it dyed. Oh wait, it's Malevolent, is it? Can't even tell. Right, let's talk to him now. Nice cape you have there. Yes, he's finally realised it. Thank goodness for that. Can't believe it's been almost 7 years since I maxed, and I came here to get my cape from him. Hopefully, I'll be coming back soon. Just realised there's another thing I wanted to talk about. The mode on Dwarven skilling weapons can now be checked by hovering over it. So that's an XP mode, which is good. Sometimes in the past I know it's been a bit tricky to check that. So I've done a lot of skilling in the wrong mode in the past, so it's nice to have that. The hover over option as well as the chat box option over here. And just realised I won't actually need to go back to max because I've already got a max cape, which obviously I can't wear. Of course, it's not the best cape in terms of stats anymore, is it? So I'll probably just keepsake it until I get 120 archaeology and all the comp requirements. You may have also noticed that they have introduced a bug into the game to do with the chat box. So as you can see, I'm currently in the Mune FC chat. If anyone's interested, that's to get this new pet called Mune. So you need to have completed the elite achievement diaries for each of the skins. So the desert one, the Tyrone one, which is what this is, the Framnik one, the Mauritania one, and the wilderness one. And use this FC to help find it. It's a different one that spawns each day. Anyway, as you can see, they've really screwed up the coloration of the name of the FC as well as the clan and group chats. Unfortunately, there's not much we can do until they fix it, but something I would recommend you do is go to your chat settings. So gameplay, chat customization, and change the prefix. I usually just turn it off because I can tell using the color I don't need the prefix as well. So the weird thing is if you change it to short, the first bracket is white. If you change it to full, the first bracket is blue. Not sure how they managed that. And then you can just turn it off. That's my preferred way of doing it. Alright, that's all I'm going to cover today. There are more if you are interested. It's dragged on a bit longer than I expected, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Let me know, give me some honest feedback about it, whether it's too long or too short, whether I should have explored more stuff, whether I rambled on too much, or whether it's actually worth me making these. If not, I probably won't make them again. But if you do want it, you want me to change something, please let me know. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you in the next one.